This is a recap of the session. Calculate the median and mode of a set of quantities. It is part of Functional Skills Maths Level 2. Within the course, it is in the third section, which is entitled Handling Information and Data, and it's part of statistics. What I've put up there is a definition of statistics. So everything will be based around that definition. So it's a branch of mathematics dealing with the collection, analysis, interpretation and presentation of masses of numerical data. We are going to look specifically at mode and median today, but these are the four concepts that appear in Functional Skills Level 2. Mean, mode, median and range. So it's good to get used to the terminology. So again, just because it's good to get used to the terminology and the methods involved in it. So the mean is worked out. It's the sum of all the values that are given in the collection of data and then divided by how many values there are. So for this example, Jessica is a self-employed interior designer. Her income over 6 months is shown below. So you've got January, February, March, April, May, June with each individual income. So to work out the mean, you add these figures up. As has been done below. When they're added up, you divide it by how many there are. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. So it turns out 11,818 divided by 6, which is 1,969 and 67 pence. So that's mean. Median. Median is the middle value when the data is arranged in order of size. If there is an even number of values, then the median is the mean of the middle two values. So median changes, the method changes whether the number is odd or even, and we'll go through that a little bit later on in the video. So in this occasion, these have been arranged from lowest to highest. You need to find the middle two values once it's been arranged. You need to arrange it first. This is already pre-arranged. So these two are the middle because there's 3 below and 3 above. So we add these two together, like it's been done there, and then divide by 2. So the median time for the 100-meter race is 12.03 seconds. Mode. Mode is a value that occurs most often. So we've got a table here. Sometimes it's in a list, but we can see when this table has been in the groups, the biggest group is from 0 to £5. This occurs 137 times. So the modal spend in the shop is 0 to £5. Last one, range. The range is the difference between the highest and the lowest value, or lowest value and the highest value. The monthly mean temperatures in whole between July and December 2017 are shown below. So set of data, you need to look and find what is the highest in that set of data. So in this case, it's August, 15.6, and it's degrees centigrade. So we've got that value, and we need to then locate the lowest value, which is 5.5, and take one over the other. The result is the range. So the range here is 10.1 degrees centigrade. Okay, we're going to look at a couple of examples. It's in particular looking at mode and median. Mode is sometimes called modal. So the example is for this table. The price of a litre of petrol was recorded at a local garage over 12 months. So we've got 12 figures there, presumably one for each month, but it's not labelled. Questions asking us to work out the median price and work out the modal price. So we'll do the modal first, and modal is the most common figure there. Most common figure there is 109, which appears 3 times. So that is the mode. We have to do a little bit more work for the median. So first of all, we need to arrange them from lowest to highest, which I have done there. So the top one. Lowest to highest, 107 up to 113. Okay, then we need to find the middle of those numbers. So the way I do it, and again this is a personal preference, I cross off one from the top, one from the bottom, and keep going. As it's an even set of numbers, I know there's going to be 2 in the middle, and so there is. So once we've done the crossing off method, it leaves us with 2 figures, 109 and 109. What we're actually doing then is working out the mean of those figures. So if you remember, mean is 2 numbers added together divided by how many there are. So it's 109 plus 109 divided by 2, which is 109. So both the mode and the median are the same number. That happens, but it could also be very different. So that's just a confirmation there of the answers. 109 and 109. It's certainly not uncommon for them to be completely different figures, and also the median be a figure that is not even there. So let's have another look, go through a little bit quicker. Lucy went on holiday for 10 days. These are the temperature for each day. We've got 10 figures there. Again, it's asking us to calculate the median and the mode. So let's have a look at the median first. Method is to arrange the figures in there from lowest to highest, which I have done there. And then work out the middle of those. Once you've done that, the middle of those numbers. One from the bottom, one from the top. Big clue as to what's going to happen. So the 2 numbers are 23 and 24. Remember, we work out the mean of those numbers, or in other words, add the 2 numbers together and divide by 2. 23 plus 24 divided by 2, and that comes to, as you can see in the answers, 23.5 as the median. That number's not even there, but it's the middle of all the numbers that we're trying to find. There are 2 modes, 23 and 24. So again, there can be 2 modes or there can be no modes. As you can see, it's quite cumbersome when it's in a list. Sometimes you will see figures in a table, which makes it easier to analyse. So this is just the start of the table. We will progress this further. The table shows the ages of 21 students. Okay, and they're split up into how many per age. What is the mode of these ages? Mode is one that occurs most often. If it was to write a list, there'll be 18. So the mode is 18. As we can see there. A couple more examples of this. Amy has 32 boxes of buttons. She counted the number of buttons in each box. The table gives information about the results. Biggest frequency there is 32. And as you can see in this one, last example, 15 students scored goals for the college football team last month. The table gives information about the number of goals they scored. what is the modal number of goals scored? The most common result was 1, so that is the modal amount of goals scored. Okay, so it will just flash back to a definition of the terms. So we looked in particular at mode and median.